Hey, I know we're talking about holiness, but I promise you, you don't want to miss this. Holiness. That word is not really popular, but it seems that people are replacing it with the phrase like, you know, God is keeping me. No matter what it is, it's still holiness, boo. Okay, guys, so I'm not on here to shame the new words that are trending in the Christian world or the Christian communities or whatnot, but it is time that we come on here and be real. Now, when we talk about holiness, it is more than what you even imagine, more than what's been thrown around in the churches, more than what's been shaded out here in the world. Holiness is really about making broken people whole again. I think that the church has really gotten away from the idea of what holiness was meant to do. Holiness was meant to help bring us closer to the Father. And in so many words, holiness is meant to make broken people whole again. The idea of holiness was not just for preservation and not just to help communicate with the Father, but to keep you from things and ideas that could contaminate the very revelations that God is downloading. When you begin to spend time in your relationship with Jesus Christ, when you begin to just meditate with him, spending that time with him in prayer, in fasting, connecting to the Father, there are things that you will not want to do anymore. That's where holiness comes into place, because holiness is like an awareness that my God is a holy God and he lives within me. And because he lives within me, I don't want to dress like this, talk like this, go to this place, because my God is a holy God. He is a clean God. He's a righteous, strong God. And his presence, it is attracted to pure things and good things. You begin to have this, the more time that you spend with God, you begin to have this transformation happen to you, to where literally you begin to have a line that begins to be drawn, and you're like, oh, that's not of God, and this is not of God. And I'm not talking about being judgmental, y'all. What I'm talking about is you're saying, I want to be where the presence of God is. I want the presence of God to go with me places. And you start trying to listen to things that you used to listen to, and you have a problem because you're like, wow, I feel like the presence of God isn't in this, or your spirit begins to be disturbed by that. Because of the time that you spent with God, you're starting to feel what God feels when he's around those things that are not of him. For some have had the testimony that they can't smoke weed anymore. They can't be having sex outside of marriage anymore. They can't do certain things that they used to do and feel comfortable anymore, because holiness literally makes you uncomfortable with the things that sin is comfortable with. Holiness, it's a complete separation, but it's not to separate you from people and to say that you're better than them. It's to separate you from sin, saying, I am better off.